Hi, welcome back to POD, Philippines On Demand. We're here at our house in Elenita Heights subdivision, and we're putting new screen on both doors as well as new door closers. And here we have Raymond and his lovely wife. Hi!
And I'm your wife.
Where? Are you sure? Show me the
Yeah,
paper.
I think so.
Show me the paper.
Later.
Later. Raymond is a professional. He does this for a living.
Yeah, what he's doing, Bab?
Well, he's putting silicone over the spline. That rubber thing that goes inside the channel that holds the screen in place is called a spline. And a screen spline. So he's actually putting silicone over the top of it now to kind of seal it and hold it in place. And he used that round thing that looks like a pizza cutter. That's basically a spline tool.
Spline?
Yeah, a spline tool, and he just rolls it around. He's doing a great job.
Because he is professional.
Yeah, he does it for a living. The silicone is a nice touch because it just helps keep that spline from coming out. So, yeah, real smart idea.
Of course. So, kuya ba maging vlogger? It's not easy to be a vlogger.
Oh, very good.
Pitik-pitik rada enak.
He's riveting it.
Yeah.
Instead of putting screws back in, he's putting rivets.
Like,
Wow, it's raining.
Bab,
What?
it's very clear now.
Yeah?
I can see you.
So he just riveted the door back on. Brand new screen. Now we're gonna put brand new door sweep. Brand new door closer back on the top. So what we're going to attempt to do here is Raymond is going to drill all the way through the door, and we're going to use bolts instead of screws, because the screws, as you can see, the holes, they become old and worn and they strip, and the screws eventually pull out. So we're going to do the same thing that I did with the door handle, because the screws on the door handle were pulling out. So I drilled it all the way through. Gives it more strength. Another rainy day in the Philippines.
Hello.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna take my drill,
Yeah.
Makita, and I'm gonna drill like we did last night. In the past, I had the handle kept pulling off because the screws, the sheet metal screws, kept pulling out. So what I did about 4 months ago is I drilled through the door and put bolts through. And we took that same concept and used it on the door opener last night. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna do here.
Okay.
I should have, I wanna say, I should have protective eyewear on, but I don't have any. So I'm just gonna stand back a little bit and I'm gonna drill the hole and try not to look at it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ream it. I'm going to wobble the drill, kind of turn it around a little bit inside there, and I'm basically just reaming the hole out to make it a little bit bigger so the bolt will pass through because I don't have the next size drill bit. On the back side of the door, you'll see it has these. I can just take a file, knock those off, but I'm going to use a drill. Okay. I just knocked down the rough edges with the drill. You should really use the right tool for the right job. I could have just took a file and filed that down. So anyway, now I'll go ahead and put the door handle on. I'm holding it with the screwdriver and torquing it with the wrench. Okay, there you have it. Raymond and I were out here last night installing this. It was raining out, but fortunately we have this roof extension that kept us dry. And as you can see, we put the bolts through. So that adds a whole lot of strength. We had to use screws on the top part because this channel is enclosed. There's no way we could get behind it, you know, and hold the nut. So we went ahead and put screws back in the top part, which is fine. Well, that's a wrap. We went through and showed you how to replace a screen on a screen door and a door closer, 2 doors to be exact. And we also put bolts through the door closer as well as through the door handle because these sheet metal screws, after a while, they just loosen up and they pull out. So we use bolts. Anyway, it's not a hard job. Just use the right tool. Do not use a pizza cutter. I joked about that earlier in the video. A pizza cutter will push it down in there, but you're going to cut your spline that you use inside the channels. Don't use a pizza cutter. So anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Another edition on POD. And in advance, on behalf of my wife, Cha, and Cha Squad, we wish you a very happy Merry Christmas. Bye!